One day, you must walk amongst the humans. The one once known as the Yaksha. Ja. Would you shed their mask and walk amongst the humans with me? Rex, I mean Zhongli. I may take you up on your offer. Maybe. Hey yo, shoutouts to Dyke and Dan for the idea. I didn't jock him too much, but that was definitely inspired by him, so I want to pay my respects. But today's video, anyway, is not exactly about Zhao, and it's not exactly about Zhongli. It's about Genshin Impact as a whole, and what it is that you can do. So if you pull for Zhao, cool. If you didn't pull for Zhao, cool. I'm gonna show off his gear. He's not done yet, and because I want people to see stats that are I've put some of my own revenue into this game, so showing my armor that isn't done. I'm not trying to flex or anything, but these are like attainable stats. I feel like even for free-to-play players, even without the 5-star spear. But today I really just want to talk about the team comps that I put with him and the spirit of the team comps, basically. So maximizing what you can do with your teams for whoever it is that you want to play, however you want to play them, whether you have a main DPS, whether you have a main DPS with a sub DPS, or if you just want to use everyone equally. That sounds cool too. So I'm just here to just talk about that a little bit. What inspires some of the teams that I put together, some of the domains, and maybe a little bit of the Abyss as well, just to bring the point home and some closing thoughts. So I hope you guys like this video. Tell me what you think about it, and please enjoy. So here we are. Just stats. Start with all the numbers and how they appear, and then I'll show you the gear. Like I said, it's not complete, but I did get super lucky early in the game. So this was like way before Zhao was even announced, and I got 2 primordial spears. I thought, dang, that's a waste of a 5-star weapon, but here we go. It paid off. So none of the domains really require anything too spectacular. However, you can basically increase your or decrease the amount of time it takes to do a domain by improving your gear, micromanaging what you do with your skills, matching the elements, and then also looking for like the hidden synergies with your team. With Zhao, you don't really need a lot of that. But you can take advantage of those things with Zhao, and that will only speed things up and make him seem more amazing. He's an emo. He swirls. The damage that he does also is like really nice for breaking shields. So he is constantly able to swirl because I guess each jump or every other jump is actually proccing the swirl as like a separate thing. So it's really nice to see just how much damage he does and how easy he kind of makes some of these fights. Now about the team comps. What did I choose for what domain and why? Well, they had recommended things, and then so let's say you match the recommended elements for a domain. Now you need to know what's in the domain, how to deal with it, what characters will best serve you. Like, for instance, the Sicilian mage here. When it comes to her, you have to be able to either stagger her or deal with the damage that she can do if you can't kill her before she decides to pop her own ult. And you can deal with that with like shields, fire, having electrical resistance. But as you can see here, I chose to stagger, and it worked out pretty well. The power the power resonance really helped out in that domain. In addition to Diona's shields, she's also C6. So when Zhao was below half health, he was getting extra healing. It's just little things like that. Whether or not you have constellations or not, you can make more minute adjustments. They're not absolutely necessary, but they can just add layers to your team. In this domain in particular, it takes a bit more strategy, right? Like, you can end up taking unnecessary damage from the mage if you don't take him out first. And then our big boy here, you just need to keep staggering him, and then he's pretty easy to deal with. Once again, what did the domain require, and what did I bring? Fischl was there to help me generate particles for Zhongli when I felt like using him, but I also realized that I could swirl Fischl, and then get the attack power from Bennett, and then get the resistances from Zhongli, petrify him, take my time to set up. As you can see, I just took my time to play with Zhao, even when he wasn't in his ult, which is still a lot of fun. Zhongli actually probably would have finished this sooner, but I really wanted to see what Zhao was capable of, at least in my current state. So when you're constructing a team, what are you constructing? What are you doing? First, what's fun to you? What characters do you want to use? And then, what are their weaknesses? Each character's weakness should be covered by the next character. If you know you're going into a fight and your only healer is Barbara, but you have to deal with Ice Abyss mages, you have to make a decision there. You might not want to use Barbara's E when dealing with them directly because you might get frozen. Whereas you also have to supply some fire or some electricity to help break the shields a little sooner, or depending on your team comp, whether you're using elemental or physical damage, that would help you decide your final slot or however you wanted to go about it. Here, I chose Beto because she's really nice against the rock shield walls, but then I didn't even need her because Zhao is a shield breaker. So Beto, as I found out, is a really good match for Zhao. She has a shield in her ult, counters for when Zhao is down and you still want to do big damage and you're under pressure. And then when you put it together with like a water character, their off-field effects generate both single target and AoE damage, and Zhao swirls that damage as well. So it just adds to Zhao's like plunge and swirl damage and his overall anemo effects, and it just is really nice as it prevents staggers, like Jinq and Beto, as you see here. One of my favorite combos. The other water like character I'd love to have with Zhao is Barbara. They're a match made in heaven. She heals him during his ult. Works with Beto. Fischl is also a great combination for Barbara. So it just depends on how you want to mix and match them, what you want to do, how you want to approach it. But my aim is to have fun. So depending on what your aim is, I hope that I could give you some ideas, some inspiration, or if you see something, a flaw or a way I can improve what I can do, please comment, let me know. But I love this type of thing, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. So take care, peace out, and have a good night.